Today's meeting between Donald Trump and between President Trump and the Prime Minister at Turnberry is more than a polite bilateral photo op. It's a high-stakes encounter unfolding against a backdrop of humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, a precarious ceasefire effort and a delicate trade negotiation shadowed by populist volatility on both sides of the Atlantic. So, to address the centrepiece of the agendum, Gaza, Starmer, facing mounting domestic and international pressure to show moral leadership, will press Trump to do more, or more precisely to resume doing what he briefly attempted to broker a durable ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Talks in Doha collapsed last week after both the US and Israeli negotiators withdrew, accusing Hamas of intransigence. Yet, the charge that Hamas doesn't want peace rings increasingly hollow in the face of the horrific reports of mass starvation, the death of over 120 children from malnutrition, and UN officials warning of a man-made famine. Starmer is likely to affirm support for the US-led effort with Qatar and Egypt, but also to ask the president to lean harder on Netanyahu's government. The UK has already been dropping aid in cooperation with Jordan and has committed to evacuating critically ill children from Gaza to British hospitals, yet these gestures, however noble, cannot substitute for political action. As Philip Lazzarini of UNRWA bluntly put it, lift the siege, open the gates and guarantee safe access, and herein lies the tension. Starmer's government publicly endorses a two-state solution, and over 130 Labour MPs have signed a letter urging immediate recognition of Palestine. France will do so in September. The US and Israel, however, remain firmly opposed, at least under their current leadership. Trump, though warm towards Starmer personally, is unlikely to endorse any move that could be construed as legitimising Palestinian statehood without Israeli consent. Indeed, the symbolism of meeting Trump at his Scottish golf course Turnberry is not lost. It represents both a diplomatic opportunity and a reputational hazard. Trump has lavish praise on Starmer as a good man, a doer, citing his ability to close a trade deal 12 years in the making. But this closeness comes with a cost. Protesters on the dunes of Turnberry bore placards urging Trump not to trust Starmer, and Trump's base remains firmly pro-Netanyahu, viewing any criticism of Israel as disloyal or dangerous. The trade deal itself is no small matter, too. The UK is pressing for resolution on contentious elements, especially Trump's steel tariffs and his threat of pharmaceutical levies. Britain is hoping for exemptions and carve-outs that would protect key sectors, yet Trump is unpredictable, and every commitment may be provisional until formally ratified. On Ukraine, too, Starmer may seek clarity. Trump's recent rhetorical pivot against Putin offers a chance to deepen military support for Kyiv and advance the idea of a forced negotiation on Russia, but there's little guarantee the president will hold that line if negotiations can be resumed. This meeting, then, is a crucible. It tests whether Starmer can project principled resolve while preserving a functioning alliance. Can he stand firm on Gaza without alienating Trump? Can he protect British interests on trade without being drawn into theatrical diplomacy? And crucially, can he make a case for Palestinian dignity and statehood that rises above both the Trumpian realpolitik and domestic political caution? Much depends on what is said in private and what is not. But history will not ask whether Starmer has secured exemptions or appeased a volatile ally. It will ask whether he spoke for the hungry, for the displaced, for the dying, and whether he used this moment not just to negotiate, but to lead.